Hello everybody, my name is Lily and today I want to answer the question, what is the best Crumbl of the week? The rules are simple. I'll be trying each and every Crumbl cookie I have in front of me today, or in this case Crumbl pie, thanks to being the amazing week of Thanksgiving. I'll be ranking each of them over 4 categories, each rated 1 through 5. The categories are appearance, taste, bake, and texture. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started and eat some of these pies. Okay, first up we have the brookie pie. I am very excited to try this one. I've heard a lot about this one. I believe it's quite popular amongst people. It is a brownie and a cookie with a beautiful dollop of what I'm pretty sure is just icing, but I always love it when they add this kind of icing to it. I am already loving it. This is the only one I got a big of because I always try best to try the minis, but because there's 7, I had to get one big because otherwise I'd just be spending more money than I need to. But I'm loving how this looks already. It's a beautiful drizzle. It looks really good. I'm really excited to get a bite into this. Go ahead and get a bite. Ooh, oh yeah. Okay, here is my bite. Bon appetit. I gotta say, I'm glad I chose this one to start with. This was delicious and definitely the first cookie I will be fully finishing over the next few days. In terms of appearance, I'm giving it a 4. I think it looks beautifully elegant but simple. For taste, I am giving it a 5. I do think it's a perfect married taste between a brownie, a cookie, and a dollop of icing. In terms of bake, I'm also giving it a 5. It was perfectly cooked, absolutely no notes there. And finally, for texture, I'm giving it a 3. It was average, it was good, but nothing too special. So a fantastic start. Next up, we have the French silk pie. So I don't entirely know what that means. I'm guessing it's going to be a very lush pie, and I'm guessing it's going to be pretty soft. Overall, it looks very decadent, very, very nice. I'm loving it already. I just want to get right into this one. Okay, that is overly soft. Okay, that's kind of a little bit too soft. Okay, I am back, and I have to say I am not a fan at all. Oh my no. It looks great, but I did not know what I was getting myself into with the taste, and I was not a fan. This does not feel like a pie. This feels like a thinly veiled pudding. So let's just get right into those rankings. For appearance, I'm giving it a 4. It does look very nice and well put together. For taste, I gave it a 2. The chocolate was kind of nice. It was a little bit too dark for me, but not the kind of taste I really wanted. The big thing we're going to get into here in a second is the texture, but first, bake is a 3. So I'm assuming it was baked properly, but I can't really give any extra points for that. And finally, texture is a 1. I know I've said this in the last video. I don't like the taste of whipped cream, which I am doing my best to ignore with all of these. But this one, the chocolate itself feels like just pure whipped cream, and I do not like that at all. I think if I just get like a little taste of the chocolate itself, nothing else. Yeah, that is just whipped cream. That is, ugh. To each their own, I guess. Not a, ugh. I'm good. Next, we have the cookies and cream pie. Now, this one does not look the best, but I will not be taking off any points for that because this is actually due to the box. No, they couldn't all fit in this long box, so this one just kind of got smushed because of that. But before this, it looks very well put together. I like the little crumble of the Oreo. Big fan. Really excited to try this one. I really hope this one is more well cooked than the last one. Already, the fork going through it feels much better than the other one. Oh my, much better. Okay, now this one was good. This one is infinitely better than the last one I just tried. I love it. The texture is fantastic. The taste is good. I can even ignore the whipped cream in this one. So for this one, it is on the appearance scale, is getting a 4. I think it looks very lovely. For taste, it is getting a 4.5. It is almost absolutely perfect on the taste scale. I think the brookie just has a little bit of a better taste to it. For bake, it is also getting a 4. I believe it is just absolutely lovely in that category. It feels maybe just like a tad undercooked, but I'm pretty sure it's almost near perfect there. And finally, in terms of texture, it is getting a 5. The Oreo crumble absolutely killed it. I'm always a big fan of the little something crunchy that comes with this kind of thing. And overall, I would get this one. Next up, we have the raspberry cream pie. This one looks good. This one has a little bit of red, which I'm assuming is the raspberry. It has a little dolloping of something on top of the whipped cream. I do like raspberry to taste. I don't know if I like it in a pie form, but I am being open. Let's go ahead and get a bite out. I feel like you can tell a lot about the crust of a pie just based off of how you cut into it. Okay, this one, the crust is kind of soft. Let's try it. Bon appetit. Despite the score I'm going to give this one, I would actually recommend you guys go out and try this. I did not fully grasp what I would be tasting. I am pleasantly surprised. Also, from what I can tell, there is a cream cheese frosting with some sort of raspberry layering on top, which I gotta say, I think I misjudged this one at first. I think it's still not gonna get the best score, but it's definitely better than I thought it would be going into it. In terms of appearance, this one is getting a 4. I'll be honest, I think almost all of these today are gonna be getting a 4. They're all just very well put together. It's kind of hard to make a pie look bad, in my opinion. In terms of taste, I'm also giving it a 4. It was a surprisingly good taste, which I was not really expecting going into it. In terms of bake, I'm giving it a 3. It seems just like a tad undercooked, but it's average. It's pretty good. And then finally, in terms of texture, it is getting a 3. The raspberry kind of threw it off for me, but overall, not the worst cookie. Definitely give this one a shot. Next up, we have the chocolate peanut butter pie. This one has Reese's. Seems to me like the past few weeks, there has been a big stir over Reese's when it comes to Crumbl. And honestly, I am all for it. I'm all for the Reese's craze. I am loving how this looks. Once again, a great appearance. I'm loving the sprinkle of things in the middle. So let's go ahead and just give this one a try. Okay, once again, kind of a bit too easy to break into, but let's see. I really wanted to like this one, but it falls into the same pitfall that the French silk pie does, where it's a little bit too, the texture's too whipped creamy. I'm not even talking about the actual whipped cream, I'm talking about the insides. I don't know what that is, but I was not the biggest fan of that. In terms of appearance, it gets a 4. Just expect all these to get a 4 at this point. None of them really seem to me, except for maybe the biscoff one over here and the sad little piece of biscoff in the middle. The rest of these are all going to get 4s. These all look really well put together. In terms of taste, I'm giving it a 3.5. It was nothing too special, just slightly better than average. In terms of bake, it was a 4. I do think this one was pretty well put together in terms of its bake. Once again, though, nothing really to hit the top marks. And finally, texture is getting a 2. I was not a fan of this texture. I hope the next one is better. Next up, we have the biscoff pie. This one, I'm already gonna have to give points off for appearance, because only interesting thing is this tiny little piece of biscoff just put in the middle. It's not even stood up like in the photos. It's supposed to be like this. Come on, guys. It looks so sad in the middle. But I'm not gonna judge it too soon. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay. Well, bon appetit. Ah! Guess not. This one almost fell into the same pitfall as the French silk and as the chocolate peanut butter one, but I can safely say that it managed to avoid it, and that is because the entire thing is baked with biscoff. I would like to state I've never had biscoff before, any of those little cookies, a day in my life. I want more now. That tasted really good. In terms of appearance, I'm giving it a 3 because it is the most average out of all the ones we've seen today. In terms of taste, I'm giving it a 4. I was not expecting it to taste that good, but I am very pleasantly surprised. In terms of bake, I'm also giving it a 4. I think it is perfect right there. And finally, in terms of texture, I'm giving it a 3.5 because the actual top on part is still a little bit too creamy for my taste, but overall, pretty good. Finally, we have the pumpkin cream pie. This is the new one of the lineup. This is the only new one, and overall, I think this is looking pretty good. Has a little bit of a crumble on top, has a pretty concise looking color profile, and overall, I think we're gonna hopefully be pretty excited with this one. I hope this one tastes good. Okay, interesting start. I really wanted to like this one. The taste is awesome. but it's that texture. And I think the moral of today's story is that I have a problem with pies. And you know what? That's okay, because I'm just one opinion in a sea of other opinions, and you don't have to actually listen to me if you don't want to. But not for me. Pies are not for me. I've only liked a couple of these today, but I'm glad I tried them. And I hope you guys try them as well, because I can safely say all of these deserve to be tried at the end of the day. So, our final ranking for the pumpkin cream pie: appearance is a 4, taste is a 4, bake is a 3, and texture is a 2. Let's go ahead and get into the final rankings. Okay, let's get into the final scores. In 7th place, we have the French silk pie with an average score of a 2.5 and a total score of 10. In 6th place, we have the pumpkin cream pie with an average score of 3.25 and a total score of 13. In 5th place, we have the chocolate peanut butter pie with an average score of 3.375 and a total score of 13.5. 4th place, we have the raspberry cream pie with an average score of 3.5 and a total score of 14. In 3rd place, we have the biscoff pie with an average score of 3.625 and a total score of 14.5. In 2nd place, we have the brookie pie with an average score of 4.25 and a total score of 17. And finally, in 1st place, the best crumble of the week is the cookies and cream pie with an average score of 4.375 and a total score of 17.5. What do I have to say about this week? Pies are not my favorite, but do give these a try. These are all deserving of being on the roster for this week. So go out there and enjoy some pies and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye!